A packed calendar of events of the 2024 edition of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival was released today, 17th June. According to officials, some events that were dropped last year are making a comeback in this year's lineup. Minister Samuel Duggins, the minister with responsibility for the St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival, commented on the national and regional collaborative aspects in the quest to make the carnival a mainstream event in the region and disclosed the latest collaboration with Sussex County in the United Kingdom.
We are also seeing furtherance of these collaborations. And this year, today, we see our own partnership between the Ministry of Sports and the Creative Economy and National Carnival with Sussex County Cricket. And this promises to be a dynamic and vibrant partnership. We are just over last weekend. Our National Carnival would have launched its branding all across the stadiums of Sussex County. Pitch mats, live stream, social media, video ads, catering to somewhere around half a million people. 500,000, yes, catering to somewhere around 500,000 persons out in the UK. Bringing closer our National Carnival product with members of our diaspora in the UK and the entire United Kingdom. And these are major partnerships that I am excited about, that our National Carnival and our government continues to foster for the development of the product and the development of our people. And this partnership with Sussex County is not just a branding partnership, but it's also a development for sports in St. Kitts and Nevis, because it will play a pivotal role in developing cricket and our cricketers, where the teams from Sussex will come to St. Kitts and Nevis for the pre- and off-season training, where our players and coaches would have a chance to go to Sussex and be a part of their programs as well. And of course, we have our national branding that will take place.
The chairperson of the National Carnival Committee, Ms. Shannon Hawley, said much work is being done to grow Sugar Mass as a major brand of St. Kitts and Nevis, as she outlined some aspects of this year's carnival.
This year, what you will see more of, you will see the return of the National Carnival events. So our pageants, our panorama, Soca Monarch, and our Calypso. You will also see the return of the Groovy Monarch competition. Last year, we know that we omitted and left out the Groovy Monarch competition of the Soca Monarch. This year, you will see the return of that groovy segment of the Soca Monarch competition, and we know that our Soca Monarch artists would be happy to hear that. You will also see an increase in prize money for our panorama, because we felt that it was absolutely necessary, specifically for PAN, to increase the prize money. This is now the third year in a row that we will be increasing the prize money for our panorama, as it's now basically the marquee event of our National Carnival. Last year it was the largest event for National Carnival Sugar Mass, and we anticipate that this year we're going to be out with an early start. We're going to be encouraging families to come out for Panorama. It's going to start earlier in the evening on a Sunday, 6 p.m., encouraging families to come out and enjoy the sweet sounds of over 6 groups that will be steel bands that will be performing for Panorama. Last year, we saw the record number of revelers, we saw a record number of participants, record number of vendors, and overall a record number of stakeholders. This year, we have launched our early registration for Sugar Mass, and it was extended up until May 10th. And what we saw again was record numbers in terms of our registration.
Director of Carnival Clement O'Garrow said the committee is seriously addressing an issue that resulted in long shows to the detriment at times of other post-show fringe events.
Our logistics. I know we had discussions with some of our stakeholders this year, and our logistics was one of the things that came up. One thing to take note of, and something that we're working desperately to achieve this year, is the length of our shows. We're planning to ensure that our shows end by midnight so that folks can, take part in the over 30 private events that we're having on some of these nights, even though we've tried our best to avoid clashes. One of the things as well with our logistics is that we're looking at different venues to host our functions. I know last year it was very, very tedious having 4 or 5 events back to back, night after night in the village. It definitely affected some of our rehearsals, and so we're going to ensure this year that we don't run into that logjam where, we're expecting people to finish at 12, 1, 2 in the morning and then come back to set up for our next event the following night as well.
The 2024-25 edition of the National Carnival is being held under the theme, There is Only One Place to Be, Sugar Mass 53. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.